Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Innal hamdalillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina may yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa la yudlilhu fala hadiyalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome with me again. My name is Salihul Ikhwan. Yes, and for today we are going to learn how we learn and we apply our reading strategy in expository text. Then, expository text is explain fact and concept in order to inform, persuade, and or explain others. And you know what? Expository text also often use one of five common text structure as an organizing principle. The first type is cause and effect. Yes, this is one of the type of in expository text. And then the second is problem and solution. And then the third is compare and contrast. The fourth is description, and the fifth is time order, or this is we call the sequence of event, action, or steps, like that. And then teaching this structure, you know that teaching this structure can help students recognize relationship between ideas and the overall intent of the text, so they can have the point. They can take the information from the text itself, like that. And then you know that after you know about of the five common organizing principles, yet you will have a summarization. Then here you will apply the reading strategy in expository text. A summary briefly captures the main idea. You have to know that. Students must understand the text in order to write a good summary that is more than a repetition of the text itself. So many of reading that we see or we read, that if this is a summary, that it's just a repetition. So there is no difference. There is no significant difference between the summary and the text itself. It's just a repetition. Then, I will give you information that how to write a good summarization by reading strategies. In expository text, yes, we will use, what's that? That is a pattern. That I want to introduce a pattern that you will use to make a good summarization in expository text. And this is one of the reading strategy. The name is KWL. K is no, then W is want, and the L is learn. So there are three steps. So you follow this step, you will get a good summarization. You will have good summarization. Trust me. Okay. The first is what I know. So before students read the text, ask them as a group to identify what they already know about the topic. So you know, like, this is a background knowledge before they read about the topic. And then after they answer about what I know, after the student answer about what I know, then we move to the second step. That is what I want to know. This part is ask students to write questions about what they want to learn from reading the text. So I mean here, for example, that student might wonder if some of the facts offered in the previous column, I mean that what I know, yes. After the student make what I know answer, they will read this in the question in what I want to know. And then the third is what I learned. So after they read the text, students should look for answer to the question list. So all of this will get a it will link, it will have a connection each other. So it will make a good summarization through answering your question, like that. Then after the student have read the text, the teacher leads a discussion of question and answer. So this is how we apply reading strategy in expository text. And well, that I will tell you that, you know, maybe in some case we will use different pattern, different step, different way to make a good summarization by applying reading strategy. So this is for me, how can you teach your student to have a good summarization by applying reading strategy. And I think enough. I hope you get useful information for this presentation, and so sorry if I have a mistake. And enough. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.